Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and thank you for joining us tonight at the Millennium stage. Now please welcome Christylez, Bacon, Nishta Raj, and Wytold.
Welcome, y'all. That's a little bit of human beatboxing. My name is Christylez, Bacon, Miss Nishta Raj over here, and Wytold over here on the 6-string electric cello. And so we've been doing a lot of work together, apart from our solo careers, to mix together and blend all of our different styles of music. Me being progressive hip-hop music, Nishta being Hindustani classical music from northern India, and Wytold being post-classical music on the 6-string electric cello and live looping. And so we present to y'all the perfect mashup of all this stuff right here. So you're gonna hear a lot of things that you may not expect to hear with a cello or a violin. You know, and me being from Southeast DC, you might get a whole rack of go-go, you know what I'm saying, for those who know. And I don't know, we might mix different things together, like string music over top of James Brown. For example, a 1, 2, 3, 4. But, you know, that's not funky enough, my friends. We're going to have to give you a little bit more James Brown, all right? A little bit more obscure. Here we go. James Brown, a little bit of funkiness. But, you know, we're in the Kennedy Center. This is not quite the funk venue. So we should do it a little classy this time, you know, and outfit the strings and the human beatbox for a little bit of jazz. Jazz, maybe? I don't know. We're in this hall right here, and it has a lot of like flags from different places around the world. So we're gonna do a little bit of international flavor before we get into it. How about a little bit of bossa nova from Brazil? So different flavors right here. And so the type of music that I like to do, just to start you off with the hip hop state of mind right here. I call it progressive hip hop. It takes traditional elements of hip hop like the human beatbox, and it takes rhyming and mixes it in with different genres of music from all around the world. And so what you're about to get is a first-hand experience in that one right here. So a lot of my songs are unfortunately based on true stories. And this one right here is called Bowl Cut. How many of y'all know what a bowl cut is? Show of hands. Yes. A little bit of hands right here, because y'all such a privileged audience not to know the stress of the bowl cut, yo. The bowl cut is an awful haircut that you wouldn't want for you and yours. It's like, it's awful. It's when you take a bowl, you put it on your head, and you cut off all the hair on the side that isn't hitting by the bowl, and what you're left with, bowl cut. Me and my brother, my older brother, we were constant bowl cut recipients. And we lived across the street from our elementary school, so we knew when we was getting our hair cut, because you leave the school, you dap up your homies, you know, style on people, swag out and all that stuff. You go across the street, you see a chair right in the front yard, across the street from the school, and my mom, she would cut our hair just because she didn't want to sweep up the hair afterwards in the kitchen from cutting our hair. So she'd cut our hair. We had like an afro on this side, a crew cut right here, you know, work in progress. And somehow she got this idea that she thought was a stroke of genius to take a Cool Whip bowl, recycled, and turn it upside down. And apparently when you turn these bowls upside down, they become haircutting apparatus right there. Wow. Put it on your hair right there. She take those cheap dollar store clippers that she used, cuts off all the hair that isn't hitting by the bowl. What you're left with, that's your hair right there. That's the bowl cut. Now, if you had the straight hair that falls and stuff, you cut the bowl to the side and cut it. You get that Justin Bieber, like, bang look right there. But if you got the hair like this that sticks together, tougher than leather, when you take that bowl off your hair, it's like an atomic bomb just went. And that big mushroom cloud, that's your hair, and it stays like that until the rest of your hair grow back. And even when it grows back, you like an exclamation mark right there, just like right there. And so that right there is the bowl cut, my friend. She'd send us off to school the next day with a 2-inch thick glaze of Vaseline on our face that just, it's supposed to keep our face moist, but it just took mosquitoes and froze them in time like amber pieces. And it didn't make for good social situations or getting Valentine's Day cards or anything like that, but it did make for a good little song. So this piece is called Bowl Cut. And since the brother's from Southeast DC, we're gonna mix in a little bit of go-go flavor, all right? So I'm gonna need y'all to repeat after me a little bit call and response. We always invite people to become one with the music. So I'm gonna say, I got the bowl cut. Y'all say, he got the bowl cut. I'm gonna say different things. Y'all say, he got the bowl cut. For example, I got the bowl cut. All right, this seems like it's gonna be funky. Might need to pick up guitar. And the kicker is, instead of me beatboxing while singing this rhyme and playing the guitar, I've cloned myself in the form of an iPad app. And Apple is not sponsoring this Kennedy Center show, but whatever I could do, this thing could do. Like that. Here we go. All right, here we go. We're going to get this test run thing happening, all right? So I say different things. Y'all say he got the bowl cut. Here we go. I got the bowl cut. He got the bowl cut. Or when the cash is low, he got the bowl cut. And your pops ain't home, I got the bowl cut. Now back in 1995, a brother was never fly. When I came home from school and saw that chair outside, boom box in the window, clippers on the side. That's when mom decides that it's haircut time. That's how it is. You broke in, your pops ain't there, so your mom volunteers to save money and cut your hair. You wish you could hit up the barbershop with your friends. Instead of moms leaving these packages behind my ears, the middle of the month we be scraping for paper, dreaming we had to fade or the temple tapers. The fresh haircuts, feeling flying to school, cause the shape was precise like they did it with a ruler. But back on the south side, chair sitting outside, mom got them clippers high, and I'm like, why? She cut my hair low, said you're good to go. The shaved up the sides with a Cool Whip bow. I got the bowl cut. Or when the cash is low and your pops ain't home, I got the bowl cut. I got the bowl cut. Or when the cash is low, moms ain't feeling the fro, I got the bowl cut. I went to school the next day and bam, I thought I went bald. Then they took my hat off, then they was like, yo, looking like Toad from Mario Kart, my neck cold. I laced it with some Miracle Grow. Now everybody got jokes at my school, baby hope. Fellas do the most, smack your head, then they ghost. Girls see your head, then they laugh or they both. Teachers put you on the spot, then you get roast. But I don't even say nothing, I just fade to the back, rocking all black like theater techies in between the acts. But when I got home, it's like a whole nother world. My mom said, Pastor, you was getting them girls, yeah, getting them girls to laugh when I step in they path. I wish I could put my entire head in the cast. My mom said, Chris, you shouldn't worry about that. Man, I'm eating vegetables until my head grow back. I got the bowl cut. Oh, when the cash is low and your pops ain't home, I got the bowl cut. Yo, I got the bowl cut. Oh, when the cash is low, moms ain't feeling the fro. I got the bowl cut, Wytold on the cello. A little more of the 6-string cello. Wytold on the cello. It said I got the bowl cut, hold up, fade on the side, the top looks like a donut. You know what it is after school when you roll up. Mom got some clippers, next day he didn't show up. Try to style it up, ask moms to put a part on the lower left side. Now it looks like Noah's Ark. Now cats laughing at your boy, reaching for their Kodaks. Cause the next day I came to school with the Kojak. Vaseline on it, you can see the sheen on it. Kids say it looked like Mr. Clean, don't it? The next month came, I tried to hide my mom's clippers. She came out of the crib with some kindergarten scissors and cut off the sides. Your boy's outside with a Land O'Lakes bowl on my head and I can't hide. My mom said I'ma hook you up this time. Then on the back of my neck she drew the Nike sign. I got the bowl cut. When the cash is low and your pops ain't home, I got the bowl cut. Yo, I got the bowl cut. When the cash is low, moms ain't feeling the fro. I got the bowl cut. A little more of the cello. Hey! Thank you very much. Wytold getting down on that 6-string electric cello over there. So since he was just getting in like a true champion, it's only right that I pass the baton over to my good friend Wytold. So please bang your palms together as if he invented cold in this 20-degree weather.
Thank you very much. As Chris just mentioned, my name is Wytold. It's Wytold. It's Polish. It's my grandpa's name, my uncle's name. We can talk more about it if you're confused about that name. So I play the 6-string electric cello. The normal cello range is the middle 4. And so I have an extra low and an extra high. And then without the body of the acoustic cello inhibiting me from getting into the upper range, I can go all the way up into violin melodies. And not only that, I'm going to do a style here called live looping, where I record little bits of my playing, play them back immediately, and blend them all together through the course of the song. So this next song is called My Regards. It's actually a title track of a new album that I just released last week. And we're going to continue the CD release party here, but also at Strathmore on the 27th. Here's My Regards.
spoons. Both of them together. Wytold, ladies and gents, with the live looping, Nishta playing so beautifully. So now we about to reach the more down to the earth part of the presentation right here, where we sit on this nice setup we have right here, and we're going to go into the world of Hindustani classical music from northern India, and mix that in with a little bit of the beatboxing, the type of arrangements we've been working on. And so I met Nishta like a year and some change ago. So that means like a year and some months back. And I remember always wanting to learn about Hindustani classical music, but the only thing you could do at the time was read it in books. YouTube wasn't really popping at the time, a while ago when I was trying to study it. And I met Nishta, and she told me about the style of music she was doing. I was like, oh, I was trying to learn it for years, but I could never understand it. And she was like, oh, it's like jazz, once you sit down and figure it out. And Nishta is such a lovely teacher. She definitely hit a brother from Southeast to get down with the ways of Hindustani classical music. So we're going to do a special little blend right here, and I will leave it to Nishta to tell y'all the rest of the stuff. And this next piece, you can also find a video of it online. It was featured as part of this show called The Angle. It's a web series that just won a couple of web series film festivals down in LA. So you could definitely look it up at theangleshow.com.
Hi, everyone. Thank you all so much for coming. It's lovely to have you all here. Chris said, I play North Indian classical violin. In India, we have two forms of classical music, one from the south, which is known as Carnatic, and the other, which is from the north, Hindustani. So I play a violin that actually has 5 strings. So like Wytold has extra strings on his cello, I have a lower string, an extra lower string on my violin. So it's not your typical violin, but it can be played, as you saw me earlier, I played Western style, and now we're gonna do the Indian style. So Hindustani music is based on 2 things, melody and rhythm. The melody component is known as raga. Raga is a scale-like collection of notes that has a specific ascending and descending pattern. Ragas are played according to times of day and seasons, and they are created to set certain moods and feelings. And the rhythm component is usually played by a 2-headed drum called the tabla, which, so this is where our collaboration comes in place. Chris is replacing our tabla and providing a rhythmic cycle with his human beatboxing skills, as you heard a little bit earlier today. So we're going to present Rag Bhairavi. Bhairavi is a raga that's known as the mother of all ragas because it contains all the notes in their flat and sharp forms. And I'll start with just a brief introduction to the raga, and then Chris and I will do a composition together set to a 16-beat rhythmic cycle known as Teen Tal. Thank you so much.
Nishta Raj, ladies and gents. Now I'd like for y'all to bang your palms together and help me welcome out, once again, Wytold. My man. Wytold, ladies and gents. So this next piece right here, we're going to mix together some more of the progressive hip-hop styles with a little bit of what all we do. And this next piece is about gold digging. You know, anybody familiar with the term? Everyone's familiar with gold digging. So this is comes from the book of courtship right here. So you might be going on a date, and then you might encounter a gold digger or two in your lifetime. You know, and a gold digger, for those who don't know, is one that uses another person for their natural resources, whether it's heat in the wintertime, AC in the summer, money at the end of the month when you're broke, you know, like craziness. And in my realm, you know, I mean, it could be a little bit of anything and unconventional things in such a technological, like new age type of world where you could be dating somebody who owns a startup company and they could just be gold digging on you for your something as crazy as your Wi-Fi internet connection. You know what I'm saying? So this piece right here is called Chilling for the Wi-Fi. So, and once again, we're going to involve y'all in this bad boy. So all y'all have to do is say Wi-Fi. That's it. That's it. And you'll know when it happens. The chord progression for this song references a little bit of a jazz standard called Cherokee that's usually played by the bebop cats extremely fast. But a brother's not gonna rap over that. So we're gonna slow it down into the go-go pocket, all right? iPad Chris. My friend the other day told me about this new place right next to the Indian spot they call Bombay. It's this new cafe around the way, plus the Wi-Fi's great. It's going down slim just like Pompeii. So I gather my computer and maneuver to the place, riding my bicycle so I always got the parking space. I stepped in, set my bag in the chair, pulled out the mobile device and checked in on Foursquare. The cute lady across from where I sat leaned over and asked me, what type of phone is that? Is that the 4S? She said, aren't they smaller than that? I got the case on it with the extra battery pack. Then we started politicking about tech, news, and business. 30 minutes into it, we got the same interest. I asked her what the order since she here all the time. She said, I never eat here, I'm just chilling for the Wi-Fi. She said she never eat here, she's just chilling for the Wi-Fi. She never eat here, she's just chillin' for the Wi-Fi, chillin' for the Wi-Fi. Leftovers from Five Guys. She never eat here, she's just chillin' for the Wi-Fi. Leftovers from Popeyes. She never eat here, she's just chillin' for them. We chatted on Facebook on a night real late. She said she painted for a living and did some real estate. So that makes us both full-time artists on the ground. We dated during the days cause we ain't got the 9 to 5s. But if she picking the place, they like business dates. Spots with free internet and iced lattes. So on most dates, we walking around with her Dell laptop that weighs 85 pounds. In the restaurant with her computer on the table. She said it's cause her phone isn't internet enabled. Then she started chilling at my crib more often when I got the broadband hooked up in my apartment. Her brother's getting late, calls like a surgeon cause she doesn't want to dial, she just has to meet in person. Shorty's in my crib searching Google every night. I'm starting to think that Shorty's chilling with me for my Wi-Fi. I think that Shorty's chilling with me for my Wi-Fi. I think that Shorty's chilling with me for my Wi-Fi. Catching deals on Priceline. I think that Shorty's chilling with me for my Wi-Fi. Leftovers for Five Guys. I think that Shorty's chilling with me for my Wi-Fi. I think that Shorty's chilling with me for my Wi-Fi. I think that Shorty's chilling with me for my Wi-Fi. I swear that Shorty's chilling with me for my Wi-Fi. Man, I'm getting skeptical about this girl I've known, so I started investigating like Sherlock Holmes. Cause ever since I got the broadband with the fiber optics, I get surprise visits from her on my door knocking. So I called her up, told her meet me at the crib now. She packed up her laptop, then she slid around now. Would I really be up in the crib lonesome if her brother was the type that had a dial-up modem? Well, it's time to figure out while we're chilling in the house. Or I forgot to tell you, babe, the internet is out. She paused and said, is it a problem with your router? Nah, I I had to put the bill money on the power. Shorty started packing up her bags, now she didn't stop. Got a laptop and broke out like the chicken pox. Told my mom's about it, now she asking me why. I said, Mom, she didn't love me, she was chilling for my Wi-Fi. She didn't love me, she was chilling for the Wi-Fi. She didn't love me, she was chilling for the Wi-Fi, chilling for the Wi-Fi. Thought I had a Valentine. She didn't love me, she was chilling for the Wi-Fi, chilling for the Wi-Fi. So I had to draw the line. Hey yo, this shorty's chilling with me for my Wi-Fi. Hey yo, this shorty's chilling with me for my Wi-Fi. Hey yo, this shorty's chilling with me for my. Hey yo, this shorty's chilling with me for the Wi-Fi. Thank you very much, ladies and gents. That's a brand spanking new piece right there. Thank you so much. So we're going to switch it back over into the realm of post-classical music right here. We're going to do a little fusion. That's kind of, I think it's very in the hip-hop spirit because we're dealing with remixing. So we're going to remix an old school song. In this case, it's not going to be the Commodores or Earth, Wind & Fire. In this case, it's going to be a guy named Johann Sebastian Bach. And we're going to put a little spin on that one with the live looping. Yes, and it is on Wytold's new album called My Regards. And it is over there for your purchasing pleasure, right there. Please partake in such an experience. Yes, which means remix. Let's hear it underwater. Wytold with the Bach remix. Indeed. So now we're going to switch it over, and because our time is fading, my friends. So we're going to leave y'all with one last piece right here, mixing up, remixing a little bit of Hindustani classical music right here with Nishta Raj. And I also can't leave this joint without letting y'all know that Nishta Raj has a show at the Atlas Performing Arts Center on 8th Street on March the 1st and March the 9th. It's part of the Intersections Art Festival that's going to be happening there, where it's going to be like performers from all around the world mixing up different things. So what we do is just like our prime place right there. So everyone's gonna be mixing up different things from tap dancing to jazz and bluegrass. That is also gonna be happening there. So you could definitely hit up, look up Intersections, DC in Google and you find that. Or you could just get a flyer right here from Miss Nishta Raj over there at the back table next to Wytold's lovely new album for your purchasing pleasure. Pick one of those bad boys up and then we'll see y'all on March the 1st and March the 9th.
So this piece is called Shivranjini. It's based on a folk melody that I grew up with, just a traditional folk melody from India. And I'm also currently working on an album. This song will be on the album, and hopefully the album will be out sometime in May. So if you sign up for my newsletter, you can get information about that too. Thank you.
Thank you very much, ladies and gents. Nishta Raj on the 5-string violin. My name is Christylez Bacon on all this stuff. Wytold over here on the 6-string electric cello and the live looping. Thank you so much. We'll be over there signing and selling those CDs right there. Thank y'all so much, Kennedy Center, for having us. Pleasure.